Hi, I'm Jeremy from Touché Amore, and I'm here with Backstage Broadcast to talk about a favorite record. I chose the Nationals, the album Trouble Will Find Me, probably because it's my favorite record of the year. We have only a couple months left, 2 months left of this year, so it's still high and running, so I figure might as well go with this. It's their newest record, obviously, and they're a band that continues to get better and better and better with every record, and that's a rare thing, you know? Like, you kind of expect a band to sort of maybe level off and be like, okay, you know, maybe everything after this will be pretty good, but they just get better and better with every record. And yeah, some of my favorite records of this, some of my favorite songs of the year are definitely on this. The song Graceless, it just, lyrically, they're a huge inspiration for me. I found The National probably like 4 years ago, and with their album Boxer, and their last record, High Violet, was like my favorite record of 2011. So I've been waiting for this thing to come out, and as soon as it did, it just came out perfect timing because we were starting to write our new record. And, you know, just absolutely incredible. So, I'd probably say this record is tied with High Violet for my favorite from them, because it, you know, it's them not doing the same thing. Like it was almost a little bit more of a minimalist approach to the record, like whereas High Violet has a lot more strings and things like that, and a lot more electronics. This record is a lot more guitar, bass, things like that. But it didn't affect it at all. Like it proved that they could be more straightforward and still write just as great of songs. And like I said, I'm a huge fan of the lyrical content always. He can take such a simple line and just make it a really impactful thing. Like something that I feel like if any of our contemporary bands would have written, you know, like you'd probably be like, it's kind of a weird, maybe it didn't come out as well, but the way he sings it and how he puts it in certain songs, well, it just gives it a whole new light. So it's inspirational. I was always on tour every time they play, and I've had to miss them every single time, and it's always so heartbreaking. But we were home most of this year after finishing the record, so yeah, I got to catch them. I got to see them play in a cemetery in Los Angeles. It's called Hollywood Forever Cemetery, where they built a stage, and tons of bands played there, like Sigur Rós played there. And so when I saw that the National was playing there, I jumped on and bought tickets as soon as I could. And then I saw them at the Greek Theater the night before, and it was wonderful. They had a great light show. They sounded perfect, and I got to meet the singer after the show. I took a picture with him. I was very much a fanboy. I explained to him how much his band means to me. He had a bunch of drinks in him, so I was like, I made it quick because I didn't want to bother him, and he seemed like he was having a good time, and I didn't want to take up too much of his time, but I quickly let him know how much, you know, his band meant to me and how much of an influence he's been. Yeah, huge. I'm a huge vinyl guy. You just get so much more out of it. You know, it's something to hold. You know, I was just asked, like, from CD to vinyl, like what I would prefer, but CDs are great for listening in the car. You know, like that's the best side because they sound better than an iPod in the car. So CDs in the car, I get it, but from just holding a CD in the booklet, it's small. You know, you don't really get as much out of it. But when you're holding a record, it's like you're feeling like you're holding an actual piece of art. You know, like that's why our band in particular, Touche Amore, like we put so much into that because we know like that's as important to us as the music is. You know, and I think I mean this is an amazing album cover. Like it's one of my favorite album covers I've ever seen. So that also goes into why I like this record so much. But yeah, and then to actually get to vinyl, like the sound quality is so much better. It's warmer. You can hear things that you can't hear, you know, when listening to a CD. You know, because CDs are compressed, MP3s are compressed even more than CDs. So vinyl, you got the purest form. You know, so you're getting the best listening quality possible. you can sit down in your room and you can really just absorb everything, and then you also can hold it, you know, and really take it in and read the lyrics easily. Yeah, it's an all-around enjoyable experience, and you feel you get more. And it used to be back in the day that vinyl was cheaper than CDs even. Like when I started collecting records, it was always like, you know, the LP was $8, but the CD was 14, 15 bucks. So I always went with LPs, but now it seems to be going the other way. Either way, I'm always happy to pick up the record more than anything.